super excited about everything we have going on in the business, both on the sales side of things, marketing side of things. So yeah, we're going to continue to keep you guys posted on all those fronts.
Cool.
Very exciting
So
times.
chapter 5.
Chapter 5. Crystal ball.
Crystal ball.
Let's talk about the future.
Okay. I'll start.
Future, like the rest of the year?
Yeah, let's say until the end of this year, right?
Perfect,
And that's, I think it's quite straightforward.
It is, yeah.
I think what we've currently seen is exactly what's going to continue to happen,
Yeah.
right? In terms of buyer nationalities, there's nothing major is going to change.
We're going to continue to see Americans investing, Dutch market, yeah.
What I find interesting fact to sort of cover is that, from now until December, we pretty much have buyers booked in every single week of the year to see property.
Definitely.
And that if that doesn't sort of tell people what's happening in the market, well, I think that's a perfect example. Like, what is there left? 25 weeks of the year, 22, whatever it is. Every single week, multiple buyers with our team seeing property.
What's been really fun? A difference from last year was consistency of buyers on the ground through the summer months. So these weeks right now, and what we're living right now, is otherwise are normally like a lot of sort of passive buyers, people that maybe are on the beach and maybe they've had too much sun the previous day, something like that. Just want to go to look at a couple of properties. These are like active buyers on the ground right now. That's a pretty cool change. So I know that's not so much crystal ball, but it's like what's happening right now. I mean, the office feels relatively empty because everyone's out on viewings.
It's true.
Incredible, super cool.
Another thing is projects. So this is what you were mentioning earlier. Is we've seen no slowdown of new releases.
Quite the opposite.
It's the opposite. It's an acceleration.
An acceleration of new developments on the market, or coming to market, or the whispers are like be ready because there's something. And each of the developers is telling us something different in terms of what they're offering, but there's so much more to come in the pipeline.
I was having a dinner with a US client of mine in Marbella Center, and he plays in the Marbella Club Resort, which is in Rosario. It's not the one in Benavides, it's the one next to Santa Clara. Mm-hmm. And the resort's just been bought by Egan Resort.
See?
Right? And people go, hey, okay, why is Egan Resort buying a golf resort? And I go, they're not buying a golf resort, they're buying everything around it. So like...
you think they're going to do the same thing? That they've done.
Let's see. I mean, I don't know. I don't think they'll be able to pull that off. But I'm sure that the reason they bought the golf resort is that there's loads of land around it. As far as I see, right? It could be that I'm mistaken, by the way. But I'm just thinking that's what I see. So a lot of players are coming to market in different areas, and big developers buying up land. So like there's exactly no deceleration, quite the opposite, and acceleration. And crystal ball to buyers looking to buy this year is that it's very difficult it's harder than ever to navigate the real estate market.
Why is that?
Because, and that's going to continue to do so, because there's so much variety and it's so difficult to understand in both resale and new development, understand where to knock on the door and how to get the most updated information. Like before, agents would pretty much get a price list from an updated, from a developer and understand what's for sale, or they'd pretty much, see what's on our MLS and see what's for sale. But now it's becoming a task, even within our WhatsApp group of the business, to understand what the developers are holding back and what agents have in terms of pocket listings, which is not advertised. So it's harder than ever to actually see everything that's for sale, and more than ever, I think buyers rely on agents, where maybe a few years ago it would be easier to navigate alone. Something which is also interesting is there's a new concept coming to market, is developers are coming to market with build to rent. And this outlines how strong the relocation market is in Costa del Sol. What does that mean? Is that big names, and we're going to be sort of announcing them as and when we get offered these projects, because they're great for investors, but also good for tenants, is developers are building to rent out long term. So they're going to be sort of building their own resort with all the facilities that all these resorts have.
Makes sense.
And then renting them. So for a premium, but you'll have your concierge and everything, and ultimately keeping that profit. And then they'll also offer a sort of a product where you buy it as an investment and they pay you a return. So that's something we're going to see this year in Mijas and Estepona.
Given the kind of the new short-term rental regulations, do you foresee developers coming out with developments that people can buy, but with rental licenses already in place?
I think I mentioned this in one of the videos a few months ago. What's going to happen is the following. Developers before they hand over the project, are going to include in the statutes.
That's exactly what I mean.
That's what you mean, yeah? So
Yeah.
the rental is specifically allowed. And clients...
I mean, they'll be able to charge a premium for those
They won't charge a
properties, I
premium,
suppose.
but it just basically will mean that, you know...
It's one less headache that you have to worry about.
One less headache. I don't think they're going to ask for a premium for it, but that's going to be a different way of... That's going to be a different selling point.
makes so much
hey,
sense.
we have indoor pools, we have a gym, we have, you know, a outdoor pool and landscape gardens. You know what we also have? As soon as you sign title deed, within the statutes of the community, we're going to allow rentals. That's going to be something that's going to be seen more and more.
So, I mean, would they be allowed to do that? Because isn't it about like transfer of ownership of the property that the short-term rental license doesn't carry across to the new owner? I wonder how they would get around that.
It's not about that. It's basically they form the community and they own 100% of the property in the community.
Yeah, okay,
right?
that makes sense.
They agree in their first AGM that rentals are allowed, and then they start selling off.
Perfect. Yeah.
That's how I suppose that's how I suppose they would do it. But again, that's my prediction. That's my forecast.
This is crystal ball.
Yeah, crystal ball. There you go. I think that's it.
That's a wrap. That was fantastic.
That was good.
Yeah.
Actually, like maybe we just finish by asking you guys for feedback. We'd love to hear your thoughts
Comments.
on what you think of our crystal ball and what our take is on the first half of the year. Maybe
Do you agree? Disagree?
Exactly.
Have you seen something different than what we're seeing here on the ground? This is just our take on it.
Absolutely. And like always, you know, if you found this video useful, press that button, like the video, so we know we're doing a good job. And like always, if you want to stay posted with videos like these, subscribe to the High Homes YouTube channel. And if you want to be notified every time we bring a video like this out, press that bell button. So every time we do a video and we post it, you'll get a ding ding and you can check it out. So I think that's perfect, guys. Until the next time, hasta luego.
Hasta luego.